This is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number one goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to beautiful South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Canes will kick this away to get us going here. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Shotgun running play call. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
QB to the tight end for a completion. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looking to throw. It's Mayava. The pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
The puck bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 30-yard line. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Important second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Grab down the middle. It's Carr. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
That completion sets up an important third down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
steps it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Dropping back. It's Mayava. Going for a big play downfield. Look out, he's loose. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Too much speed for the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's a shotgun run call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Back to pass. It's Williams. Short connection to the tight end here. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by this defense of tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
A running play called on 4th down. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
There's nothing better than that. 4th down and 1, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
The Canes look to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, what a play here by this linebacker to come up with this sack. I love the call to be able to blitz him here, to be able to put pressure on the quarterback. And over the years, my gosh, I don't know if there's another school in the country that's had as many linebackers with a playmaking ability as Penn State. Micah Parsons most recently, but going back to LeVar Arrington and Sean Lee and Paul Posluszny, I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, that one's picked off. He could go. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Makes a nice move there. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Using his legs. It's Martin. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Pulls it in. It's White. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back. It's Mayava. He's hit as he throws it. He's got it in the open. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Carr. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Second down, we're going to throw it. The ball is caught. That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys that were rushing him? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
Looking to pass. It's Williams. Throws to the tight end. He's got a man down the middle. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Big throw complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. It's a big pickup after the catch, more importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
Caught by the receiver, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Anytime you have a chance To get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The Canes have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
7th play of the drive coming up. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Hurricanes! That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Handoff with a single back formation. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Mayava. Tries the right with a quick throw. The senior quarterback, lucky he didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake.
Really good job here showing discipline by this defense. Seeing that corner route, did exactly what they needed to do to be in position to make that an incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Reynolds. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. Good enough for first down yardage.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently. And, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs. And I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Set to advance on the football.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Incompletion makes it second down. Looking downfield, it's Williams. With the catch, it's Carr. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Finds his man. It's Carr. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Here comes a handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the single back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Quick throw to his receiver. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on 3rd down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchdown. We'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. It's 2nd down after that completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
Quick dart to the right. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Williams. The pocket breaking down.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Running play called on 3rd and short. And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Boy, when you're trailing like this early in a game, it makes it very easy on the defense. All they're going to do is have a straight line at the quarterback, knowing he's back there trying to throw the football, trying to play catch-up. It's not going to be the last time we're going to see this quarterback on his back.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he makes the catch.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Grab near the sticks. It's Carr. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Here's the handoff. Great cut there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield. It's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Drop him back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Mayava. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Man, I love to see linebackers in today's game. They're physical enough to be able to be in the box and defend the run because that's their main primary job. But here you can see the athletic ability to be in man coverage and be able to make a play and knock the ball away.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Drop him back. Looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half, and they punch it in and build the lead before the break. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings them down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Looking to throw. It's Williams. Quick throw over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Running out of time in the pocket. Now the pass rush gets home. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quick throw over the middle. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on 1st down. On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. To throw, it's Mayava. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A great defensive play, and that should do it for the half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Is back on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the 3rd quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And he's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. And for our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. They retain possession, but that's a huge loss.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Back to pass. It's Williams. That's Carr. It's Carr. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Hurricanes are looking to keep this drive going.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He makes the grab. Tackle immediately, but it's a big chunk play. Gain to the 35-yard line.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Makes the grab. It's down. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Poor set of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Here's a handoff on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Second down and goal. To throw, it's Williams. Looks to the left, pass caught. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Canes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Third and goal, trying to make it on the ground. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. First and 10 in enemy territory. They'll run it from the gun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
To the air, it's Mayava. Defense is coming after him. And he's intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Carr. And the game just good enough for a first down. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl rod Kirk against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Grab behind the line, it's Brown. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
The Canes are in the red zone. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Looking to chuck it again. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game.
691, Gas Bar. Igloo.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Look out, whole different game now. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Shotgun, it's a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Bringing pressure. The sure hands, it's White. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. first down. Oh, and he could not call it in. A third down drop. Brings up fourth now. The Nittany Lions will send the punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive. Working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can. But the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Back to throw. It's Mayava. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, there it is. Finally, an opportunity to see what this guy can do with his legs. I think that's his best carry of the day, and it's off of a scramble. Something to keep in mind for him as he gets down to the end of this game. Maybe his legs could be the difference.
On first down, it's play action. Looking for his big tight end. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And there's the handoff.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Marshall. Finding space at the 20. Poked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Scanning the field. It's Mayava. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Solid gain moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be first down. Grab down the middle. It's Carr. In the clear at the 25. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. The Hurricanes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Dropping back. It's Williams. Pressure is coming. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he'll be brought down.
Now that stop is going to bring up 4th down, and looking at the clock, I think it's a no-brainer. In a 2-possession game, you've got to go for this, and you got to hope to convert to stay in the game.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Canes, as they come roaring back in.
What a call here. 4th and goal, and they keep it on the ground for 6. That sends a big message to this defense. The offense felt they could win up front, and the run here confirms it for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. first down. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
At the 25, it's second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? To the air, it's Mayava. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's McMillan. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on third down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a first down, and they keep that clock moving.
Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Penn State.
But it was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Lining up to try the extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score Penn State 45, Miami.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he steps out after reaching the 30. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Looking to throw. It's Williams. Grab behind the line. It's Brown.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Brings up second down.
Pass caught. Second down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And look at that, another big play. And you know what, Chris, now? This quarterback has over 400 yards on the day. What an impressive showing we've seen from this man this afternoon.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And looking to throw now on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost him.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his third interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Breaks free. Oh, what a move. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll ride the back again here. He's past the marker and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of, and these guys really met the challenge.